Hello everyone. So today's problem is bitwise XOR of all the pairings. We are given two indexes. Like you can read here, read the problem here, right? So we are given two indexes, two arrays, nums1 and nums2. What they're asking is like we need to cross product all the elements in the array, like 2 into 10, then 2 into 2, like the cross product of the arrays. So the length here is 3, length here is 4. The resultant array should be of length 12 when we do the cross product, right? Because like 2 XOR 10, then 2 XOR 2, then 2 XOR 5, then 2 XOR 0, then 1 XOR 10. So that's why like 3 into 4, 12. And what what the result this problem is asking is, when we get the nums3 array, like this will be the XOR of all the cross products. So we need to XOR all these elements too, right? So like let's do one thing. Let's copy this element, copy this example here. Okay, now like they are asking, we have 2 1 3 10 2 5 and 0. So they are asking this combination, and then they are asking this combination, right? And then they are asking this combination, right? So that's how we get the cross product. Okay, now the we can always do the brute force thing, right? Like we create an array by brute force, like 2 XOR 10, then 2 XOR 2, then 2 XOR 2 XOR 5, and dot 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 dot, then 3 XOR 0, right? Why 3 XOR 0, the last element. Okay, so this is the length we will get by x cross doing a cross XOR. But so 10 power 5, let's say the our one example is 10 power 5, another example is 10 power 5. So it is nearly, 10 power 5 plus 5, nearly 10 power 10 array will be created, and then we'll have to traverse that array and XOR all that. So instead of this, let's do one thing. Let's create an example. Okay, so uh, let's say we have one element here, 2a1 and a2. This is one array. Okay, and this is another, like b1 and b2, right? So what do we get when we do a cross product? Okay, a1 XOR and yeah, b1. Then we get a1 XOR b2, right? Then we get a2 XOR b1, and then we get a2 XOR b2, right? Now no, you can notice here, yeah, also, like when we get all this resultant array, we need to XOR these two, right? These, right? Now you notice one thing here. You can see like the XOR is constant, there is no other operation. And you can see, like, right, this element, this element, this is repeated, 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 this is repeated. So every one of the property of XOR is like they cancel each other out. Okay, like what's the truth table for XOR? 0 0 0 0 1 1 0, and then 0 1 is 1 and 1 0 is 1, right? So the same elements cancel each other, you can see here. Okay, so that's how we cancel this one, this one, this one with this one, sorry, this one with this one, and b2 with b2, right? So the resultant answer will be 0, and even you can see here the resultant answer is 0, right? Sorry, yeah, okay. This one, this is the similar example. The answer is 0 because this is repeated two times here. Uh, even in this example, let's go ahead with this example. Okay. Let me erase this. So what's with this example? Let's say 2 XOR 2, then we have 2 XOR 5, then we have 2 XOR 0, right? And then we have 1 XOR 10, then 1 XOR 2, 1 XOR 5, 1 XOR 0, 3 XOR 10, then 3 with 2, 3 with 5, and then 3 with 0. So and also we need to XOR this, right? All of this. You can see here this uh, these elements. How many times are they repeated? These elements are repeated these many of times, right? Like if if there are four, let's say the length is 4 here, the length is 3 here. So these three elements are repeated, each element is repeated 4 times, right? So that's why we multiply it 3 into 12, 3 into 4, so which results in 12. You can see here, right? Okay, now again, I hope till here we are clear. And okay, now let's say this 2 is repeated 4 times, right? So 2 XOR 2 XOR 2 XOR 2, right? Because when you uh, coalesce this expression, what do I mean coalesce? When a1 a1 b2 a1 b1 a1 b2, right? So this a1 and this a1 can be collected together, right? So when I do 2 power 2 XOR 10 and then 2 XOR 2, so this 2 and this 2 comes together, or let's say here 5, and then 10 do an XOR with 5, so this is the resultant, right? So that's how we are going to do it. So when will the answer be 0? So when this 2 appears odd number of times, right? And here it is 3 and here it is 4. So what logic we are going to do is we will check, like if the nums2 is of length 4, length odd, so the resultant answer will be 0. And for this nums2 we will check, like if the length is even or odd here. If it is even, we only XOR it one times. Okay, so what does our logic say? If let's say our nums2 length is odd, we XOR nums1 XOR with itself, right? And if nums1 length is odd, then we do a nums2 XOR with itself, right? Because hope we are clear here, because uh, 2 is 2 when XOR 4 times, the resultant answer will be 0. 10 when XOR 3 times, like 10 XOR 10 XOR 10, so the resultant answer will be 10 only, right? So that's how we are going to code. So let's get to the code. So we will create a result here. Let's say XOR is 0. Now let's say nums1 length, right? Nums1 length is equal to len of nums1, and nums2 length is equals to len of nums2, right? And what we will check, like we will check if nums1 length mod 2 is not equal to 0. So what we will do, we will let's create a function which will iterate def get XOR, and yeah, it will accept a list, then yes is equals to 0. This will be our resultant, and what we'll do is we will take every element in this list and XOR it iteratively. So for items in ls, then res XOR is equals to items and then return res, right? So we will get XOR equal to get XOR, and we will do a nums2 here, right? Because nums1 len, if it is odd, then we need to XOR nums2 with itself only one times, right? And we will do the same for nums1. And in the end we return our XOR element, right? XOR variable. So if we run this, nums, yeah, num2 is not defined now. It's nums, come on. Yeah, it is passed, and when we submit it, yep, it gets submitted. That's all for this problem. Hope you got it. And yeah, remember, like we only check, we do not calculate it whole. We calculate it in the form of equation, right? So if you don't get it, maybe rewatch the video, and yeah, happy learning. Thank you everyone. Please like, share.